Assalamualaikum. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hi. My name is Muhammad Iskandar Zulkarnain bin Kamar Zaman, and I am one of the students in Universiti Tenaga Nasional, taking a course of Diploma in Computer Science, major in System and Networking. And today I'm going to talk about database, and I have researched about IRC, which is one of the branch or website that we have in Uniten. So what is IRC? So IRC is Information Research Center, and it is actually the main frame of Unit 10. What I mean by that is that it is the main area for providing information resources. So this branch or this department will provide to students and staff or Unit 10 residents. It also, not only that, it also provides computer labs, an auditorium, library, examination hall. So that is actually where we take our final exams. And IRC also located in Unit 10 for both branch, which is in Muazzam Shah campus and Putrajaya campus. So fun fact, actually, the statistics about IRC, it actually holds 143,305 ebooks alone in that website, and 38 online database, and also holds 6,050 of past papers and more to come. And not only that, it also holds an account registration. So if you wanted to register an account for this website, you have to go to the library or the IRC and ask the HR or the near the counter if you could sign up for an account, and they will gladly and happily will help you. So I'm going to talk about distributed database. And the definition of distributed database is actually it holds data on computers at multiple locations interconnected by network. So distributed database also consists two or more files located at different sites on the network. So what it means is that it holds each site. So for example, site 1 holds a database, and site 2 holds another database, and site 3 holds another database. So they hold different database at different sites. So what are the advantages of having that such of separation or segregation? So first of all, the advantage of it is user. If we look at the user will mainly think that user will access it without having any interference. So that is actually a good thing. So for example, let's say I'm surfing at the website right now, and let's say I wanted to rent a thermodynamic book, either virtually or physically. I can just place hold, and it will reserve for me. So there is actually a process that will not be interfered by another user. So that is actually a good thing. So another one is actually speed. Speed to retrieve the files is actually a lot more faster, because we are actually based on the nearest location. And it's also good for the database recovery. So if, let's say, one site falls, the system can still run because they had more than one site to hold the database. And it supports multiple application vendors, which is actually good. So what are the history of distributed database? So basically, let's talk about the centralized database first. And centralized database is actually where it holds one database and a lot of computers that is connected by it. So from that, we all see that if the database falls, the whole computer, or we basically means we cannot access it. And then decentralized database. So decentralized database is actually quite similar to distributed database, but it is not interconnected by a network. So one side, one database, one side, another side is another database, but it does not interconnected by a network. So distributed database actually holds different site with different database, but it has an interconnected network. However, distributed database have disadvantages, which is the time of synchronization of each file from each site. So it takes time to synchronize all of them into one. So there is actually one disadvantage of distributed database. So for example, for an easier example, a data, let's say I wanted to find a book, and I'm about to search on the website, and for now, from what I see, from what I've researched, it holds from two database, or two computers, which is one is from Putrajaya and one from Mazam Shah. And if I wanted to filter all the books that I wanted, so let's say I'm in Putrajaya and I wanted to borrow a thermodynamics book, and thermodynamics might only have in Mazam Shah. So I just have to filter that, and then it filters out. So let's say I want a book from Putrajaya campus, so I just filter it out, and they just provide me all the books from Putrajaya campus. So that is actually one of the distributed database. It is actually from a different location, but it is connected by a network. So that is what I mean by distributed database. So thank you for watching.